Hello everyone, my name is Shai, and today I am breaking one of my rules by reacting to BTS's Idol. The rule I'm basically breaking is that I don't react to groups that have a lot of popularity or are growing in popularity. You know, groups like BTS and other groups, mainly because a lot of people will be reacting to it and it's like, what can I bring? But after seeing the teaser for Idol, I was like, I gotta talk about this. I gotta look at this. I have to react to this. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about because a lot of it is, a lot of it introduces traditional Korean culture, and that's something that I'm interested in, and have studied actually. So I wanted to, you know, give my take on this as a whole. So yeah, looking at a Sompi article, Idol is described as based on South African dance style, and it features a mix of the traditional and modern. It includes a trap groove rap that's backed up by EDM, as well as the rhythm of Korean traditional instruments and exclamations that are a part of pansori, a Korean form of musical storytelling that goes back to the Joseon dynasty. So that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to check this out, was because it has a lot of traditional Korean elements, and as well as like because I'm watching this like a few days after it's been released, so I already seen like a lot of people talking about it, so I kind of want to check it out myself, bring my interpretation. So if you're watching this, thank you so much. Anyway, without further ado, this is BTS with Idol. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I hear the pansori. Yeah, you can hear the pansori. Hey! Oof. Oh, I love that they're wearing hanboks too. I also love this chorus. Ooh, this is pretty. Ooh, the tiger, that's clever. Hey! They really included a lot of elements from the previous. did include a lot of elements from their previous songs. Like, you can see stuff from, like, Dope, you can see stuff from, like, Blood, Sweat, Tears, you know, Fire and all that. But first things first, I should probably get into this. I've actually been a fan of BTS, just low-key, since about the Dope era. That was kind of when I came in. That's the song that pretty much fully got me to, you know, look at them. But the reason why they got on my radar was because I watched a lot of their Bangtan bombs. But it wasn't until I heard Dope that I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go, you know, be a fan of these guys. Anyway, I love this. I love this. And it's very good timing considering, you know, they're pretty much, America's looking at them, and the rest of the world too, pretty much at this point. And it's a good idea to start introducing Korean culture to the world, and it's an interesting way how they do it. It's been a while for me since I've heard, you know, a group do, or like add in traditional Korean elements to a song. And I love how they also added pansori. The pansori version, or the pansori that was added into it was the Orsu Jota. That one. That's usually what you hear when you listen to pansori. Where do I begin with this? Hold on. I don't know where to begin with this. First and foremost, I really love the beginning. Because when I almost called him his old name, RM, you know, was like saying, yeah, you call me artist, you call me idol, and then he says, I don't care. What I love about that short, I don't care, was the fact that it sounds kind of like idol. Like how he said it kind of sounds like idol, and I wonder if that was on purpose, considering, you know, the song and everything. What I love about the song in itself is that it's just basically, because, you know, if you don't know, idols have a really big, I guess you can say, I don't know, I want to say stigma, or like stereotype, kind of like a stereotype within, you know, the entertainment industry. Like, a lot of people don't want idols, you know, in acting, in musicals, in like other things, mainly because, you know, a lot of people think they're not good enough. Like, there's even stigmas, stereotypes, I don't know, whatever word you want to use, with idols when it comes to rapping. Like, if you've seen like Show Me the Money or High School Rapper, whenever like idols go on those kind of like rap shows, like immediately everybody just like, they're idols, you know, like they're not seen as good enough. That's basically it. Like, no matter where they go, if it's known that they are an idol, they're already seen as not good enough. I don't know why, but that's what I've been interpreting these past few years I've been in K-pop, you know, watching idols go to acting, idols go to, you know, musicals, a lot of idol rappers go to rapping shows, just a lot of like stereotypes and like, I guess, stigmas, whatever word you want to use against them. So I feel like this song is just saying, yeah, we're idols, you know, I don't care, we do what we do. That's basically it. Like, so what if we're labeled idols? You know, they don't care. BTS does not care. They do what they want to do. You know, they are them. And yeah, they have the label of idol. That's it. So that's what I love about it. Now, the music video in itself is very interesting. I did a little bit of research, mainly because I was interested at the color schemes that they chose, and it looks like they did add in a lot of Korean traditional like colors, and as well as the trees. Okay, so in the scene where they're sitting on the pagoda, before the on the pagoda, in the background is like paintings that I've seen that you see all the time in Korea. And then when they're on and then the rabbit on the moon is also a thing too. It's like, it's I guess I can say a myth in the Asian countries that there is a rabbit on the moon. There's a shape on the moon on itself that looks like a rabbit, which is why they celebrate a lot of, you know, lunar, I believe from my research, it said that it was, I think, Chuseok, like the lunar, like lunar, there's some lunar holidays, I can't remember which one, but I'm thinking it's Chuseok, that it's where they celebrate that rabbit on the moon. So, As for the color scheme, I did a research, like I said before. There's a traditional Korean color spectrum. I had to re-Google it because I forgot what it was. But it is a color scheme of it's of white, black, blue, yellow, and red. These colors do represent, like the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. Blue is east, red is south, yellow is center, which is interesting to me because the pagoda was yellow, and you can see that kind of in the center of everything. White is west, black is north. It's also they're also associated with elements. Blue is wood, red is fire, yellow is earth, white is metal, and black is water. This color spectrum is called obangsek. So it's kind of interesting to me that like a lot of that color was, seen throughout the music video. Also the red pine as well. That's also a traditional thing. Also, the white tiger that ran through the screen. That was interesting. In case you guys don't know, that's also I guess you can say a holy animal. I know tigers, if memory serves me correctly, white tigers especially are really like revered, I guess you can say, in Korean culture. So basically, a lot of my information comes from a lot of Google searches, and I did study, or I did take a class on Korean history and culture last year when I studied abroad. So these are just my interpretations. A lot of this could be wrong, so don't take my word for it, but that's what I love about this music video. It includes a lot of traditional Korean elements, and with the world pretty much looking at them, it's a good time to introduce that. They included a lot of pansori. You can hear traditional Korean instruments in the background too, mostly in the chorus because that's where it goes into. I guess most of the color scheme is kind of set on that, based on that traditional Korean color spectrum. They included obviously the rabbit on the moon. That's a big part of their culture too, especially like the animals too. And then I mentioned the scene when they're on the pagoda, and that background where it has the mountain. This is before the white tiger comes on the screen. That mountain, I want to say, it might be like one of the holy mountains. Baeksan, if I'm remembering the name correctly. I can't remember right now. I know we talked about the mountains so much in class. Anyway, but yes, I'm talking a lot, but this is something I definitely am interested in and really happy to see that BTS is doing this, mainly because the world is now looking at them, seeing what they do next, and I love it. I'm also grateful that they're one of the few, few for now, one of the few Asian artists that's starting to rise here in America, and that BTS is the ones continuing the path that was paved. I'm glad that it's BTS that's continuing the path that was paved for them by previous artists. Obviously, there have been a few K-pop acts that have been in America, slowly setting, slowly setting the stone, or slowly making this path, and I'm glad it's BTS that is continuing that path and hopefully opening up America more than ever to, K-pop and whatnot. So I'm really glad for that. So, yeah, I talked a lot, so I apologize, but all in all, simply put, I love this. I love how this song is basically saying, yeah, we're idols. It's a label. Like, I don't care. We're doing our own thing. There's a lot of, I guess, prejudice, stigma, stereotypes, whatever you want to call it, against idols, and it seems that BTS is one of the few that are changing that label. Hopefully, it's a positive change, and I like that. I've been around, K-pop for a long time, and I haven't seen a lot of this in a long time, so I'm glad it's BTS is, paving a lot of paths, or extending the path more, like a lot of seniors before them started this path, and I'm glad that they're continuing it. I love that now that the world is pretty much looking at them, that they've decided, yeah, let's, introduce Korean culture. And I love the elements that they put in there, like the pansori, the color spectrum, the animals, the story of the rabbit on the moon, etc., etc. So I'm happy BTS is one of the few rising Asian artists that is giving spotlights to Asians, and hopefully that this could be a positive thing for all of us. And I know by the time this is put up, they're on tour and whatnot, so I hope they have fun on tour, they rest well, and they take care of themselves. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this reaction. I know I talked a lot, but this is something I've been interested ever since I took classes and went to Korea last year. So yeah, again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.